Hello there and welcome back to Easy English with James. Today, I have something really special for you. Today, we are going to do a full English lesson that I actually teach to some of my private paid students, okay? I want you to learn real English. That's how native speakers really speak. How many people do you know who study English in school for many, many years, and then one day they go to visit England or America and they say, I don't understand anybody? This is because probably you've been studying textbook English and not real English, how native speakers really talk. So today, we're going to unlock that for you. We're going to learn how to start conversations like a native speaker using something called up to. We're going to learn how to react naturally with real English expressions, how to describe how you're feeling when you're tired or you're really busy. We're going to learn common phrases for making plans and agreeing with people. And we're going to learn why English spelling is sometimes really, really strange. So, let's start with this. Does your English often sound like, hello, how are you today? I am fine, thank you. And you? Probably some of you do sound a little bit like this. But real life, when you go to England or somewhere like this, might sound like, all right, mate, what have you been up to? Not much, just chilling. You? All right, mate. What you been up to? Not much, just chilling. You? Okay, repeat this after me. See if you can get the pronunciation right. All right, mate. What you been up to? Not much, just chilling. You? So, today's mission, forget the textbook. From now on, no more learning from a textbook, okay? Let's learn the number one phrase for starting any conversation. Let's master some natural reactions and replies, and let's hopefully have a laugh as well. So here's today's magic phrase. The magic phrase is, of course, up to. Up to. Repeat it after me. Up to. Up to. Up to. This is like the Swiss army knife of conversation. You will hear this so many times if you visit England or if you visit Australia or if you visit America, okay? For example, you might hear, what are you up to? I said that really fast, didn't I? What are you up to? 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 Okay, this is asking somebody, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? What are you up to? What am I up to right now? I'm teaching English. What are you up to right now? Tell me what you're up to in the comments right now, okay? I could ask someone, what are you up to this weekend? What are you up to this weekend? I'm asking it now, but actually, we're talking about the future there, this weekend. What are you up to this weekend? I'm playing tennis this weekend. I'm playing snooker this weekend. I'm playing football this weekend. What are you up to this weekend? You could reply, not much. What are you up to? Not much. Not much. What are you up to? What are you up to this weekend? Not much. What are you up to? Okay, you try that. What are you up to this weekend? Not much. What are you up to? We can also use this in the past. We could ask somebody, what did you get up to last night? What did you get up to last night? It's the same as asking, what did you do last night? So I could say, so, what did you get up to on your holiday? And I'm asking somebody, what did they do when they were on holiday? What did they do on their holiday? You could reply something like, we didn't get up to much. We did not do very much. We just relaxed. We were just relaxing. We didn't get up to much, just relaxed. So what did you get up to on your holiday? We didn't get up to much, just relaxed. Okay? We can also use this for the recent past. This is actually the most common. You will hear this in England every single day, okay? When you meet somebody and you haven't seen them since maybe 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, you can ask them, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? And it means, what have you been doing? What have you been doing recently? Since the last time I saw you, what have you been doing? You could say, I haven't seen you in ages. Ages means a long time, but we use it sort of like to mean any time since I haven't seen you in the past, okay? I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been up to? I've just been working, I've just been playing games. I've just been going out for a walk. Okay, and remember, we're using the present perfect here. I have been. I have just been working. I've just been chilling out, relaxing at home. What have you been up to? If I asked you, what have you been up to this week? You could say, I've been working this week, James. I've been working this week, James. Okay, tell me again, what have you been up to in the chat, okay? Practice this as much as you can. The more you practice, the better and easier this will be in the future, okay? What have you been up to this week? Tell me in the chat, okay? I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been up to? He's been up to no good. Up to no good means he's been doing naughty things, bad things, but in a funny way, in a fun way, okay? He's been up to no good, I can tell. He's been up to no good, I can tell. I can tell means I know that, I can feel that. He's been doing bad things. He's been up to no good, I can tell. So practice the pronunciation of this one with me, because this one's super important. We'll start with the main phrase here. What have you been up to? Now, I want you to try it at full speed, native speed. What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Okay, one more time. What have you been up to? What have you been up to today? Now try this one. I haven't seen you in ages. I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been up to? Try all together. I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been up to? He's been up to no good, I can tell. He's been up to no good, I can tell. Now try that one. Okay, one more time. He's been up to no good, I can tell. Okay, well done, guys. So, well, let's have a little practice with this. In the comments, I want you to write, what have you been up to this week? Or you can write, what did you get up to last weekend? Remember, you'll be using different tenses for this. For number one here, what have you been up to this week? You might say, I have been working this week. I have been resting this week. I've been going to the gym this week. But for number two, what did you get up to last weekend? You might want to say, I played tennis. I went to the cinema. I stayed at my house, stayed at home. I played video games. We're using the past simple here. What did you get up to last weekend? Okay, well done. Now, here's a really, really useful way to sound much more native-like when you're speaking English, okay? When somebody finds something interesting and you say, that is very interesting, it sounds kind of like a robot. That is very interesting. But you'll notice native speakers might say, no way, you're kidding me, you're kidding me. If I said to you, I just won lots of money, $1 million, you would say, no way, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. Often we add right on the end. You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right? No way, you're kidding me. Okay? Try it again after me. No way, you're kidding me. No way, you're kidding me. Okay? So I want you to practice this week. If you see something crazy, say, no way, you're kidding me. Or if somebody says something to you that you're like, wow, you say, no way, you're kidding me. And you're kidding me is kind of like you're joking me. I don't believe you. But you're saying what they're saying is very interesting. Okay? You can sound surprised using any one of these. You're kidding me? No way. Americans often use this one. Get out of here. If you're in New York, you might hear this one. New York or Boston way. Get out of here. Okay? Or, are you serious? Are you serious? If I say, I just got made the president of Microsoft, you'd say, are you serious? Really? Are you serious? Practice with me. When I say these things, I want you to copy not only the words, try to practice the tone as well. So it's not, are you serious? It's, are you serious? Are you serious? Okay. Practice after me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. No way. No way. Get out of here. Get out of here. Are you serious? Are you serious? Well done. So, we might not want to show surprise. We might want to show sympathy. Sympathy. That's where we feel for somebody else. Okay? If somebody said something bad happened to them and you want to show that you feel and understand, you show sympathy, You can say in British English, oh, that's gutting. That's gutting. That's so gutting. Gutting here, if I said to you, yesterday I lost my phone, you might say, oh, that's gutting. That's gutting. I feel how bad that is. Oh, that's gutting. That's gutting that you lost your phone. You could also say, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. I lost my job. My car won't start. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. You could also, if you want to be very nice, just say, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. If it's something really, really bad, you would say, I'm so sorry to hear that. If I said, I am divorcing my wife, you'd say, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay? You could say, that sucks. This is very informal. That sucks. Like, I just lost $10. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I just lost $10. That sucks. That sucks. Okay? What about if you want to sound happy for someone? If you want to sound really happy for someone, you could say, oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Or, that's awesome. That's awesome. If you want to sound really British, you could say, I'm so chuffed for you. I'm so chuffed for you. That means I'm really happy for you. I'm so chuffed for you. You found a new job. That's so great. I'm so chuffed for you. Or in modern slang, you might just say, I love that for you. I love that for you. That's great. I love that for you. Or simply, that's fantastic news. That's fantastic news, guys. Fantastic news. What great news, team. Fantastic news. Okay? Try these ones with me. Oh, brilliant. That's awesome. I'm so chuffed for you. Love that for you. Or, that's fantastic news. That's fantastic news. Okay, we might want to describe our state, like how we are, how we feel. And here, I think this is really important for you. And I want you to practice this by writing what your state is in the chat in a minute, in the comments, okay? Instead of very tired, don't say, I am very tired. Say one of these. I'm knackered. Now you'll notice the K here is silent. We don't say the K. I'm knackered. I am so knackered. I had a really hard day at work. I'm knackered. I'm knackered. I just want to go to bed. You could also say, I'm shattered. Same meaning. All of these mean I am very tired. I'm shattered. I'm shattered. I'm wiped. Wiped. Okay, I'm wiped. Means I'm very tired. More common in the USA to say, I'm wiped, man. I'm wiped. If you are very busy right now, you could say, I'm swamped. I'm swamped. I'm swamped. Okay, I'm swamped with work at the moment. Means like I have lots and lots and lots of work to do. I'm swamped with work. Another really common one in the UK is I'm snowed under. You know, like snow. Imagine snow is your work. And it snows, and then it snows more, and then it snows more, and it snows so much that you have too much snow. You are snowed under. And we use this to mean I'm very busy. I'm snowed under with work at the moment. I'm snowed under with work at the moment. Okay? Now, pinpoint your questions. Another really useful word that you might hear. Many of my students ask me about this word, whereabouts. Whereabouts. Okay? When you ask somebody, where are you from? Sometimes you don't really need to know their postcode or their exact address. So you just want to ask generally where they are from. In English, we don't use where for this. We normally use whereabouts. Whereabouts are you from? I'm from the north of England. Whereabouts are you from? I'm from Texas. Whereabouts are you from? I'm from the south of Australia. Okay? Whereabouts in London? Try this one with me. Whereabouts in London do you live? Whereabouts in London do you live? You're asking here for a general area. You could say, whereabouts did you find your keys? I don't need to know the exact place. I just need to know somewhere where you found them. Whereabouts did you find your keys? I found them, found in the past. I found them in my car. I found them in my garage. Whereabouts did you find your keys? So guys, I'm going to ask you, whereabouts are you from? Pop that in the chat. I'd like to know, whereabouts are you from? Okay, whereabouts am I from? I'm from the middle of England, near to Birmingham. Okay, whereabouts are you from? Now, another natural thing that I want to teach you today is how to ask why. How to ask why. Now, in English, it's much more common to actually not say the word why, but say how come? How come? Especially if somebody is doing something that is negative or bad, or they are missing something. For example, if I say to you, I'm not coming to the party tonight, you can ask me, oh, how come? Not, oh, why? You can say, oh, how come? How come you're not coming to the party tonight? You're asking why, but you want to know what is the reason. Oh, how come? Okay? After how come, you should always remember to use a normal statement, not a question. So, for example, we would say, how come he is here? Not, how come is he here? The question would be, how come is he here? But we don't use that. We say, how come he is here? How come he is here? Ah, he is here because he's a friend of him. Okay? How come he is here? I'm not coming to the party tonight. How come? Oh, I lost my job. Ah, I'm gutted for you, but how come? How come you lost your job? Okay? Beyond happy, let's try one of these ones. When you want to show that you're really excited about something. Instead of, I'm very excited, you can say, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Repeat after me. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. And you can use for after this. I'm buzzing for the weekend. I'm buzzing for my holidays. I'm buzzing for Christmas this year. I'm so hyped for the weekend. I'm so hyped for Christmas this year. Instead of, I'm looking forward to it, which is when you want something in the future, you're excited about something in the future, you can say, I can't wait. I can't wait to start my new job. I can't wait to move to the UK. I can't wait to move to Australia. I can't wait for my holiday. Or, if you're really, really, really excited, you could say, I'm counting down the days. I'm counting down the days. Like literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 day left. So exciting. I'm counting down the days. Okay? Now, did you know that that phrasal verb we learned earlier, get up to, it's actually, we call it a phrasal verb. And there are over 10,000 phrasal verbs in English. The verb get alone can combine to mean dozens. Dozens means lots and lots and lots of different things. You can say get up, get over, get away, get by, get on with. And this is actually what makes English such a flexible, creative, and sometimes nightmare language. But my advice to you, if you want to sound more natural, use more phrasal verbs. Use as many phrasal verbs as you can, okay? Native speakers of English generally use much more phrasal verbs than non-native speakers and learners. And in our crazy times that we live in today, you'll notice that AI is starting to write and speak in English all the time. And one thing is, humans tend to use more phrasal verbs than AI. So if you want to sound like a human and not an AI, make sure you master phrasal verbs. Okay? So let's have a look at some of these now. When you're making plans and you want to make them naturally, if you were reading a textbook, you might hear somebody say, would you like to get a coffee? Would you like to get a coffee? Don't use this. If you want to speak real English, say, fancy grabbing a coffee? Fancy grabbing a coffee? Or you can say, are you up for? Are you up for a film tonight? Are you up for the cinema tonight? Are you up for a movie tonight? Are you up for some food at the Indian restaurant tonight? Are you up for some Chinese food tonight? Do you fancy grabbing a Coca-Cola from the shop for me? Fancy grabbing, or are you up for? Have a look at this one. Repeat after me. I'm bored. Fancy doing something tonight? Yeah, I'm up for that. What did you have in mind? Have in mind means what are you thinking? What do you want to do tonight? Yeah, I'm up for that. What did you have in mind? I'm bored. Fancy doing something tonight? Yeah, I'm up for that. What did you have in mind? Okay, what about agreeing and disagreeing? Now, everybody knows I agree or I disagree. But I want you to practice these ones with me. If you very strongly agree, you might say totally, totally. Or you can say 100%. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Or, yeah, tell me about it. I agree. Tell me about it. Okay? If you are not sure, you're neutral. You can just say, fair enough. It means like, okay, I understand your point. I understand. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Gentle disagreement. When you disagree, but gently, you can say, I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. I see what you mean, but... You can say, I see what you mean, but... For me, no. For me, no. I don't agree with that. Okay? I'm not so sure about that. I see what you mean, but... Okay? So, let's see some of this in action. We're going to read some really weird and funny conversations now, and I want you to practice along with me, because this will allow you to practice your pronunciation as well. Okay? So, let's make this a little bit smaller for you guys. Here we go. The dating app disaster. I'm going to read a full sentence, and I want you to repeat the sentence, and then we'll move on. Okay? You look proper knackered, mate. What have you been up to? Don't even ask. I'm absolutely gutted. Had the worst date of my life last night. You're having a laugh. What happened? Remember that girl from the dating app? Turns out her profile was proper dodgy. Dodgy here means a little bit weird, a bit crazy. She was actually my boss's daughter. You're taking the piss. You're taking the piss. Please tell me you didn't recognize her. Please tell me you didn't recognize her. Worse. I spent 20 minutes complaining about her dad before she told me. I'm absolutely embarrassed. I'm absolutely embarrassed. Okay? Now, I want you to go back in this video and practice that until you get the speed, the intonation, and everything absolutely perfect. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. This time, I'm going to make it a bit more difficult for you. I'm going to read it in full, and I want you to practice afterwards. Okay? So I will read all of Emma, and I want you to try hard to remember how I sound. So, let's start with Emma. What have you been getting up to? You've gone quiet on the group chat. Now, Dan. I've been proper busy trying to fix my kitchen sink. Can't be bothered with plumbers anymore. How's it going then? How's it going then? Well, I've successfully flooded my downstairs neighbour's flat. She's absolutely losing it. Losing it means going crazy. Bloody hell. Dan, what did you do? What did you do? Turns out YouTube tutorials don't mention that bit about turning off the main water supply. I'm swamped with angry texts from next door. Okay, well done, guys. Let's go to the next one now, shall we? Scenario 3, the gym membership mix-up. Repeat after me again. Mia says, you look buzzing. What's got you so chuffed? I thought I finally sorted my fitness routine. Joined this fancy new gym. That's brilliant. How was your first session? Turns out I've been working out at the wrong gym for 3 weeks. The staff were just taking the piss and letting me in. You're winding me up. How did you find out? Security finally asked for my membership card. Apparently, I belong to the elderly aqua aerobics centre next door. I'm absolutely mortified. Mortified here means like I feel like dying. I feel dead. Okay, I'm absolutely mortified. Okay, we are going to finish this lesson here today. I want you to practice as much of that vocabulary as possible. Okay, At the end of these files, if you want access to these files right now, I am making a website where you will be able to buy this file and some of the tests that will test you on how much you can remember, okay? So stay tuned for that. Also, there will be many, many more of these lessons coming up soon in the future. I hope you've learned a lot from this one. Make sure you write some of your answers in the comments. Tell me what you have been up to today, okay? Well done, thanks for joining, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.